With 3D printers becoming more accessible every day, designing in 3 dimensions has never been more rewarding. If you can think of it, you can make it. In this video, I'm going to show you the basics of Fusion 360 by Autodesk, my CAD program of choice. Fusion 360 is one of the most widely used 3D CAD tools among makers and hobbyists because it has a low barrier to entry. Autodesk offers a free personal use license, and there are thousands of tutorials online to help you learn quickly. When you first open Fusion 360, you'll see a blank canvas and a series of tools along the top toolbar. Most designs start with a two-dimensional sketch that you later extrude into the third dimension. To begin, click Create Sketch in the top left. Then select one of the orange planes, front, side, or top. Your entire design references this little cube in the top right corner. Now that we're in sketch mode, you'll notice the toolbar has changed. Here you can draw lines, rectangles, circles, splines, and more. The sketch palette on the right lets you change options for the shape you're drawing, like making a center rectangle or a three-point rectangle. Once you're happy with your sketch, click Finish Sketch at the top or in the sketch palette. Click the little house icon to return to the angled home view. Select your sketch, then click Extrude or press E on your keyboard. Drag the blue arrow to adjust the height or type a value into the input box. The Extrude menu on the right contains options such as where the extrusion starts, which direction it goes, and how it affects your existing geometry. You'll also find the Operation drop-down, which determines whether you're creating a new body, joining, cutting, or intersecting. Fusion 360 organizes your design into sketches, bodies, components, and assemblies. You'll manage all of these using the list on the left. To orbit your view, click and hold the scroll wheel and drag. The Create and Modify tools will be the ones you use most often. Hovering over any tool shows a quick explanation of what it does. Before exporting your design for 3D printing, you'll want to turn your main body into a component. Open the Bodies folder, right-click your body, and select Create Component from Bodies. You'll see it appear as a component in the browser list. Right-click it again and choose Export and select Step File as the format. You can import this directly into your slicer of choice. If you're shopping for a 3D printer, I recommend the Prusa line. Their machines are incredibly robust and easy to use. They offer everything from classic bed slingers to Core XY printers like the Core One. I personally use the Core One, and setup was extremely simple. It handles a wide variety of filaments, including carbon fiber reinforced materials and high-temperature nylons. Even more exciting, Prusa has partnered with Bondtech to create the Index nozzle changing system, allowing up to 8 materials in a single print. Multi-material printing isn't new, but the Index system swaps filaments in around 8 seconds and produces almost zero waste. It's also open source and highly customizable. If you choose a Prusa printer, you'll be able to install the Index system in early 2026 on both the Core One and Core One L. Now back to Fusion. To design a 3D printable logo like the one included in my STEM logo light kit available at www.lloydindustries.store. Start by importing your logo as an SVG. If you don't see it at first, scroll out to zoom, then use the curve scaling handle to resize it. Press E to extrude, and now you've created a 3D version of your logo. You'll notice each shape appears as its own body. Rotate to the backside and select any flat surface, then create a new sketch. To reference all the logo bodies, go to Create Project Include, Project, or simply press P and select all remaining bodies and click OK. Now the edges will stick to the bodies, letting you select the empty sections between them. Press E to extrude those sections and choose your distance. In the Extrude window, you can either join everything into one body or create a new one. For this tutorial, we'll use Join. The narrow edges inside the eagle could probably bridge on a capable 3D printer, but I prefer to chamfer them to avoid overhangs. Next, create a construction plane and move it so it intersects the model halfway. Use Split Body, select the model, then select the plane. This splits the design into 2 halves. You can press V to hide or show the plane. Hide one half, then use the Shell tool to hollow it out to your desired thickness. Repeat for the other half. Now select the edge of the case and create a new sketch. Use the Offset tool on the outer edge and set the offset to half of the model's total width. Do the same for the other half, leaving around 0.3 millimeters of clearance so the two pieces fit together nicely. This usually provides a perfect friction fit for 3D printed parts. Now you have 2 printable halves of your logo case, and you can add sketches for standoffs, screw holes, or mounting bosses for your circuit board. If you want to learn how to insert a custom PCB into the model, check out the next video.